This one right here. Computer, can you play some meditation music, native meditation?
Playing meditation, native meditation music on Amazon Music.
All right. Computer, play some native meditation music, please. Okay. Well, I'm just going to start with you guys. You guys can catch up later if you so choose to. So that's it. There's been quite a bit of scenarios going on lately. And it's time to get some things clarified here. All right, so we're going to clarify a lot today. And I'm going to clarify it as God gives it to me. All right, so let's see how God's going to handle it. How God wants you to understand it. We're going to do this God's way. So many people out there don't even think of Him first. How many of you actually got up this morning? Honestly can say that you got up this morning and said, "Thank you, God. I got up today." There was this saying that I found that says, be grateful just for you to be able to rise today, be able to wake up and open your eyes every day, to be able to look around this amazing planet that we live on, and be grateful for that moment, because somebody didn't wake up today. Somebody didn't wake up the next after their nap. Somebody didn't make it through today. How many times do you think of that during your day? Or are you too busy, going about your merry way through this thing we call life, and don't even pay a heed or even a thought to the trouble and the hardship that you cause on people for that you get a kick off, or a joke, or you feel that it's funny to cause harm against another person in this place. How many of you thought about that? Has anybody even taken a minute until I mention? How many of you actually spend your days actually reflecting on situations or scenarios that you're listening to on this on this platform especially. And it's unfortunate. And yes, I have been going around to um, people's lives and discussing things, saying my part, and I own my part. I'll defend it till the end of my dying day, and I'm not scared to. I had my sit down with God. I got to experience God front row center, and I scared the shit out of me. I tell you that. I didn't take it as a as lightly as so many people may be thinking that I did. I'll say that much. It scared the living shit out of me. It messed with me for a long time. And what's even hard about that situation is that going through your whole life being looked at funny or sideways and never really knowing where your place was, or who was your friend, or where you belonged, or anywhere. But too many people are just, they'll go with the flow. They'll go and hang out with, the in crowd, or the people that they feel are going to be a benefit to them. And the sad part is you guys do it even with God. You even sit back and you do the same thing to God. You only use him when you need him. When was the last time you actually turned around and said, you know what, God, thanks, man. Hey, if there's anything you need, just call on me and I'll be there for you. How many of you actually turned around and said that to him? I don't think too many of you did or have. There might be a few. There's some humble people out there that I know there are some humble, chosen people out there that honestly can turn around and say that. I can't see your comments. Hang on a sec here. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger so I can see your comments. I can't see your name. Sorry. And the sad part is that, I spend every day in my hospital. Probably the last, I would say at least 6-7 months, I haven't left my house really to go anywhere. I've just stayed at home. And that was directed by God. He told me, he says, you know what, Karen, says, just stay put. Stay put. Don't let anybody, come at you and destroy what you have in your life, and the power that you have, and the tenacity that you have, or the relentlessness that you carry within you, and the strength that you have, and stand in your truth. Today, there's one person that's in my life. Not one except God. Not one. That's all I have left. Out of this whole planet, there's one person. And he's never let me down. Not once. Oh, sorry, there's two people. But he's even, the second person's, on his way out as well. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because, the sad part is, that is what loyalty is. And I don't think there's a person on this godforsaken earth that can say that they're that loyal to God. That they can give that much and dedicate their time and life and still carry on their life, or whatever they choose to do in their life, and be able to do it without feeling guilt, or feeling shamed, or feeling like they're doing something wrong. And there's a lot that people don't know about me. There's a lot that people do know about me. Ask me any question and I will tell you no lies. I'm going to give you a message from God directly first, because he wants me to give you your message to start this little session off with you guys. So, and then we're going to get down to some details. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything that I have today. I worked damn hard to get it. I worked, you know, day and night. And there's people out there that are envious of what I have today. And it's not a lot. I'm not like living in a mansion. I'm not living in a, you know, 7-bedroom home with, 4 bathrooms or anything like that. I'm a very humble person. I worked hard at what I got today. But at least I can say that I got it on my own. I didn't have no man buy it for me. I didn't have any parent buy it for me, or, it wasn't because their daddy had money or their mama had money. I did it on my own. I stood on my own 2 feet and got myself through this whole life by myself. Sure, there was help along the way, but then it was like, why would I never appreciated it? I never did. I didn't appreciate it. I didn't even appreciate my own life. At the end of the day, I didn't even appreciate the value of my own life. And so many people out there want to sit there and talk about my life. I mean, that's fine. I don't care if you do or not. Like, it doesn't bother me any. But when you start talking about other people that are involved in my life and you start airing their fucking dirty laundry, that's where the fucking draws. That's where I stop. That is not acceptable. That is somebody else's life. You can talk about my life and channel into my energy all you want. I don't care. You have full permission. I don't care what you say or what you want to put out there or what she's going to say. Oh, she's this, she's that, she's this. Have you ever sat down and talked to me? Have you ever sat down in this room with me and sat here and said, hey, let's get some clarity here? Have you ever came up to me and asked me anything, but you guys will sit there and whisper to this person or that person, this person? Like, what? What is so hard for you to come up and talk to somebody that is, doing well in their life? Like, is it hard for people to come up and say, hey, instead of, casting an evil eye or cursing them or saying, well, how come she's got this and how come she's got that? And she doesn't even do anything. What do you mean? You think I don't do anything behind the scenes? Do you think that, when you end up getting, that winning lottery ticket or that grocery bill that you have the money to pay for food and shit like that just falls into your lap and you don't have anybody to, to thank after that? I have a lot of people in my life. I have a lot of ancestors. I have a lot of angels. I have a lot of guides, and I have a lot of people standing behind me, spirit-wise. They see everything that I do. I don't hide. You come into my home, and I'm going to do exactly what I do in my home in front of you, whether you like it or not. I will have a cooler. I will go out and have a smoke. I will go out and do whatever I'm going to do in my life. That's my choice. That's my free will. That's what God has given me. God knows what I do. He sees everything, and so does everybody around me. You may not see them, but they know what I'm doing. People that don't even know me know what I'm fucking doing. Like, come on now. Like, think about it yourselves. Like, there's so many people out there that can sit there and, so many people on YouTube. How is that possible? How is that possible? Because I'm an open book. I don't have to hide from anybody. I don't have to run from anybody. And so many people get upset by that. Jealous, envious. I'm not boasting or anything. I'm very humbled by it. Very humble. Because you know what? In my past life, I know for a fact that I was probably one of you that sat there and was always cutting down that person that had, worked their ass to the fucking bone, did everything on their own, supported themselves through their whole life, went through all their trials and tribulations to be able to come out at the end and say, you know what? I've got the experience now to be able to help any person out there, anyone, any one of us. You can come and sit down and talk with me. You can come and sit down and talk to me about anything that you think that you have a problem with or a situation that you've had to go through. And you can sit down with me, and I guarantee we can have a conversation. And I guarantee you'll come out feeling about 70 pounds lighter from all that weight that you've been carrying, all that stress, all that trials, all those tough times that you went through. I guarantee you, we can sit down. I can guarantee I will have a solution for you by the time you walk out of my room, out of this room, in my meditation room. This is where I like to sit and just be quiet, just relax. But there isn't one of you that will come up and ask. But you're freely, you have no problem doing the gossip thing, which, God even told me, stay away from the gossip, Karen. Don't even get involved in it. I said, you know what, God, I'm going to fucking get my nose into it. I'm going to get my nose into it because I know it's going on, and I'm going to let them know that I know that it's going on because you're telling me as well. I don't have to be stupid. Like when people are talking and talking and talking, do you really want to know what's going on? Do you really want to know who's in control of this shenanigan? Or what was that? The girls, there was one channel out there, I think her name was, what was it now? I can't even remember. It's like, that's how important it is to me. But none of us will come up and say, hey, you know what? I didn't know you were going through that. I didn't know you had that experience. I didn't know you had this. I didn't know, you guys have lived freaking white life compared to my life. And how many of you can sit back and say, you know what? Holy shit, I never thought of it that way. I can guarantee any person that walks up to me, I can guarantee you that I've been through what they've been through. Guaranteed, 110%. A lot of people send me some black magic, do black magic on me, but I'm still standing. Might have knocked me down for a few minutes, but I'm still fucking sitting here. I ain't scared of anyone he is. So, send whatever you want. I have no desire to harm you. I have no desire to even entertain you anymore. And I have no desire to even have even a thought or a fragment of you even in my life anymore. I seriously know who my real friends are. And I know who the ones that are, jealous and envious and all this. And you guys want me to go and live this perfect life? You want me to be a saint? Sorry. God knows what I'm doing. And I'll tell everybody that I've been doing it. I have no fucking problem. And you all can have your little judgment. You can all go whisper, whisper. Because a lot of people already know that there's an addiction involved. And I'm not too shy of it. But I can tell you that I'm very sound in everything that I do. And I've actually been without it all day today. For most of the day. For the last, 18 hours? So I want to say to you, for anybody that wants to sit there and pass judgment on me in front of God and all the people around you, you better think twice the next time. Because that next time you want to go and cheat and maybe, get an extra donut and only claim 6 of them, being recorded. Know that it's being documented. One way or another, it's being documented. And I don't care what's been said. I don't have any qualm with what has been recorded on me. I've been going through my basically my life review for probably, I would say at least, the last 8 years. From all the people that I've met in my life. Gone through a rebirth. Felt what it was like to be a newborn baby in this body. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I've gone to the black void. I've been there. That was a little bit unnerving. That was scary. That was probably about just being separated from this whole existence. So I challenged it. I challenged this existence that we're in, whatever you want to call it, whatever. And I don't, however you want to classify where you think you are. Think about it. but I challenged it. For the last, I've challenged it over and over and over and over and over again, and I just can't get away from it. I just, because I don't want to leave. I don't want to ever reincarnate back into another life. I don't want to go back and do this shit show again. I'm not going to do it again because I'm not ever leaving. Because if I was to leave, it would be disappointment. Because everybody that I've had come into my life, everybody, doesn't matter what race, color, creed, sex you are, gay, straight, bi-curious, whatever you are, it doesn't matter to me. I still love you. I still have a heart. It still was very close to saying, you know what, cut it, cut it. I don't even want nobody to come around me. And I was there. I've sat here and cried for people on how much anger and hostility and jealousness. It's like, why can't you be happy for somebody? And then turn around and say, hey, you know what? That person's successful. I want to know how they got there. I don't want to know how they did it. How did they go through that whole, lifetime that they've gone through and still can come out the other side and still be able to smile on their face and be grateful for everything they have? And so many of you just want to create bullshit for people. You want to take the other person out instead of saying, like, what was it that, there's one artist there, the country singer, it's just, think here for a minute. I can't think of the name of it. Shit. But there's that one song, and it's the most amazing song that I ever heard. And I can't remember his name offhand. I'll think of it though. But I'm going to give you a message from God here, and this is for whoever wants to understand it. And this one is exactly what I've just been saying. I never walked through life really believing in a whole lot. I believed in myself because I knew I existed. I knew I was here experiencing it. I was interacting with people. Some people, didn't even realize they were interacting with me or who I was or how I, came to be. There's a lot of people out there that know who I am and understand how I got to be. And I'm grateful for all of them. Grateful for every single one of them that got me here. To this point, at this moment in time. I'm grateful to every single one of them. Even if you didn't realize that you were helping, you were. And that's why I'm still here, so that you can get through this now too. So that you don't lose hope and kill your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, and everything that matters to you. Don't let it all die. Because it's easy to do when you get caught up in all of the other bullshit and you get distracted from your path and people come in and distract you from what your purpose is or your belief system or whatever you want to have as your higher self, your creator, God, whatever you want it to be. So many people say, that they walk with the Holy Spirit within them. Is bullshit because you can't walk with the Holy Spirit. You have to walk. The Holy Spirit will walk beside you and guide you and work with you. You can ask any reader out there how many people I've connected with, and they're just like, wow, that's fucked. Just in the last year, especially in the last, I don't know, 7 months, when I stopped doing my channel, I stopped doing everything, and I was just focusing on everybody else. And I stepped back, and I was connecting with people, and people were connecting with me, and I opened it. I just said, okay, you want a piece of it? Have some. It's there to have. Don't be scared to take a little piece. It's there to be shared. Because you know what? If I don't give what I know, the knowledge that I understand and how I got through this to somebody else that may be needing it, what purpose is it serving? It's not going to serve any good. It's not going to be purposeful to anybody. It's going to be just useless if I keep it to myself. But it's come to a point where I have to keep things to myself. I have to hide things. I have to literally hide my dreams and my goals and everything that I want to do and get off the ground because people get jealous. They want to destroy it. But I guarantee you, if you guys were to say, I want her life. I want her life the next time I come through. Guaranteed you won't make it till you're 24. Guaranteed. You won't even make it past 24. I'll tell you that right now. There's not one of you that would make it past 24. I've tried to so many times take myself out of this whole game. So many times. But God keeps putting me back in, saying, nope, you got to stay in it. And I'm like, I don't want to no more. I don't want to. I'm done caring. And when a human can stop caring, you know there's a fucking problem. You know there's a problem. You know, a lot of people sit there and see me with a smile on my face and in a good mood and all that. But literally inside, I'm ripping myself to shreds. But nobody gets to see that part of me. So like, you see it now. There isn't one of you out there that has done anything wrong to me that I even care about. I don't care what you've gone and said or what you've done or you know, oh, I can't hang out with her because she does this and she's doing that. You know what? I'm still standing. I took control of my life on it though. And I can do it a lot better than fucking happy out there. And I guarantee you, if it becomes a problem for you, if you have an addiction or a gambling habit or whatever, I can guarantee you I'll get you out of it. I'll take you to fucking boot camp on it. And I'll be in your motherfucking face like a goddamn drill sergeant. Because that's what I had to do to myself. I didn't have anybody to help me along the way. Everybody ran. Nope, we're not helping you. You're too evil. You're just this, you're that. Because I knew I had this. I got this. I've got God behind me. He will always support me in everything I do. I've been honest with him and I've been honest with everybody. You ask me a question, ask me anything about my life, and I'll tell you the truth. My kids have asked me, and I was honest with them. I'm not going to hide it from them. And I'm not going to go out and promote it or tell them to go and do it either. But if you don't have the understanding to be able to say, hey, no, it's not, you know, something that you should be doing. You know, and that comes more into, you know, and some people think I'm crazy with my way of thinking or whatever, and I don't really care. I'm still standing. And you know, and it's not the fact that I had got to the bottom of the barrel, because I wasn't at the bottom of the barrel. That was a funny thing. Everybody thought that I was going downhill so fast. But little did you all know, I was coming up when you were all thinking I was going down. I was on the up escalator while you guys were all going down the escalator. And I was already on my way back up. But you guys didn't even see me go by. Did ya? So I'm giving you an opportunity to let you know that with whatever trial or tribulation or whatever problem you may be facing, you feel that it's too shameful to have to kind of live through or to have to kind of deal with, I've got you on this. I'm not going to leave anybody behind. I'm not going to let anybody fall to the wayside. Thank you, Father. Just like he doesn't. Not one person will get left behind here. And so long as I'm breathing, and even when I'm not breathing, I will still remain here until everybody is able to advance and level up, expand your knowledge, your understanding. Because it's the most amazing feeling that you could ever experience. And whatever medicine you so choose to use, that is up to you. But if it's not working for you, don't do it, because it's just going to destroy you. You know, the one thing that I can say to people, and this is really what you guys are really going to get blown away by. I have this beautiful home. I have this place that I live in. I pay my rent. I have a vehicle, a brand new vehicle, a 2016 Jeep Patriot. I have nice clothes. I have 2 cats. I have everything in my life that I need. And it's not a lot. But what meth addict do you know that has that shit? What meth addict can you tell me out there that has that even working for them? Not many. God knows I do. I've been very honest with him. He said, in the day that I see you, then I'll quit drinking, I'll quit smoking, and I will quit doing whatever I'm doing down here. But in the meantime, if I don't have the experience to be able to help another person be able to understand their problem, or to be able to assist them in getting to, you know, a better level where they can function and be contributing to life, then what good am I? What is my purpose here? There is no purpose for me to even be here then, because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, is to be helping the other man, helping another woman, helping another child, you know, to help them to get into a better life or a better understanding of what works for them. But yet, you know, you guys look at, you know, okay, so some people don't like the idea of that. Some people don't like the idea of coke, and some people don't like the idea of weed. Some people don't even like the idea of people taking, you know, pharmaceutical medicine that's given to you by the big corporations. But you take it, even though it's not good for you, and you have an allergic reaction. But you keep taking it because somebody's told you that it's good for you. Oh, you keep taking it. I'm not saying, no, I'm not promoting in any such way to go out and harm yourself or try to self-inflict pain on yourself or to go and do drugs or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm not promoting that. But as a Native person, you have to find the medicine that works for you, whether that be God, spiritual, religion, whatever it is that you need to have to get you through that day, then do that. But use it with some common damn sense. Understand the reason why you're using that medicine. You know, we have people out there that are, you know, going out and doing this heroin stuff. And that's one thing I don't agree with. That one is just, that's crossed. Once you've crossed that line, there's no coming back from that shit. A lot of people don't come back from that. And that's where I want to be able to help the most. It makes me so sad to watch somebody just doing the nod. But there, you know, I've sat back and I've watched people just walk by them. Just walk by them. Because they're lower than them, because they have a disability, they have a mental issue, so they're just cast off to the side. Well, you know what? I cast all you off now. And I hope you all just, sit back and reflect on that. Put yourself in those shoes. How would you feel if somebody literally walked out of your life and you had nothing, no social entertainment or anything but a radio and your cats? It is the most peaceful experience I could ever ask for. Because I don't have to care. And then I had to give my head a fucking shake. Because that's not me. That's like polar opposite of what I am. But I had to get to that level to understand who I was and how much I do love. To understand what love was that I was giving out. To understand what I was doing for others. To actually appreciate the gift that God is giving me with all that love and that compassion for everybody. I get mad. And I'll say my piece. I'll be that fucking loud voice when I get pissed off and people want to disrespect or cause harm against me or sit there and irritate me just to get a rise out of me. You'll get a fucking rise out of me. Guaranteed. And I won't back down. I'll be that fucking lion that you wish you wouldn't have walked in on that fucking path with. I'll be that cougar that'll come up at you and rip your fucking face right off. Not even touch you, but I'll rip your face off energetically. Guaranteed. But I'll also show you the love and the appreciation at the end of the day to say, hey, you didn't need to do that. All you had to do was come and ask. And I would have given. And look at what it says here. The book page that I actually walked up to, or opened up as directed by God. This is what he has to say. She gave me of the tree, and I did eat. Unto thy seed will I give this land. I will give the land wherein thou art a stranger. I will. Give thee a son also of her, Abraham. Give all of that he had unto Isaac. And I will surely give the 10th unto the... Oh, sorry, I can't even read that, man. I don't have my glasses. Hang on, let me get my glasses on. I can't read without my glasses. My sight's going, yes. Oh, up here. But thank God for glasses. So let me just pop those puppies on here so I can see a little bit better here. Okay. No, those aren't the reading glasses. Those are my reading. Okay, well, we're going to do it with this one. Oh, no, those aren't the reading glasses. I don't even know what reading glasses are. I'll do better without them. Okay, so the page that God wants you to also know is give. Gave, given, bestow, charity, generosity, offer, present, self-sacrifice. But I don't have one person standing behind me except for my guides, my angels, and people out there that actually do care, that I don't even know, but I do know they're there. I do know you're there. Don't worry, I do know you're there. Don't trust me on that one. I know you're there. And you know I know you're there. And I appreciate this. Because I never lost hope on it. And that's why I'm not giving up. I'm not going to try to take myself out by cutting my wrists. You know, I've cut my wrists so many times trying to terminate my life because I was so sick of being here. And people abandoning me all my life. And that's okay. But I wasn't going to, I even abandoned me, myself. But God never abandoned me. He always, nope, you're back in. And I should have been long gone by now. Into the last 2 months, I should have been long checked out of here. And I'd probably still be dead lying in this house maybe a month later, and nobody would even have known that I was dead. But there was one person that always came back to check to make sure that I was here, that I was okay. And that's the one person that I haven't given up on either. Because he's going through his hardships now. And he needs help. But how many of you you've cast him off, you've tossed him to the side as well? Sorry, God doesn't do that. And an angel of God will not do that either. So back to what God wants you to know is to give, given. God gave me my gifts. God blesses me every day with the ability to be able to channel his energy, to be able to give you a message at any given time. And whatever you might be facing in your life, God will give you the message. And I will be able to translate it to you and I will give it to you. Promise you that. Because he's given me messages that I didn't even want to hear. I didn't want to hear him even talk to me. I was like, no, I don't, no, get away from me. I don't even want to talk to anybody. Nobody, no guys, nothing. Just everybody leave. And I had to sit by myself because I had to be comfortable with me. And how many of you could actually spend 2 months alone in a house, no communication with anybody, maybe every, 2 or 3 days you'd have somebody stop by for a couple hours. And that's all the socializing you got. Would you be able to handle it? Or would it drive you crazy? Like literally, at least, with this lockdown, the one thing that's taught me is I'm okay on my own. It was hard, yeah. And it sucked. But every single one of you has somebody in your home that you can turn to and say, hey, can I talk to you? Or maybe you don't talk to them. I don't know. Or maybe you're fighting, whatever. But I tell you, try being on your own for 2.5 months by yourself. Nobody to help you with anything. And yeah, it was hard for about the first 3-4 weeks where I sat there and I didn't want to do anything. I literally cried for 3 weeks straight, day and night. Because I was scared. That was the first time I was literally on my own. All my life. That was the first time in my whole life that I literally was on my own. And I could care less. There is an artist that really had helped me through this a lot, and I'm going to give him a shout out. His name is Nako, and he is an Aboriginal First Nations music artist. And there's one song. I don't have my computer. I'm gonna play it, and I don't care because I'll just message him and let him know that I used this song on my live, and go into his group and be like, Nako, I used your song on my live stream. I hope you don't mind because you're gonna give me a copyright strike. And guarantee you, I can probably reach out to him. He'd probably turn around and say, hey, don't worry about it. It's cool. And he is an amazing person. I don't even know this person, but I know his energy. I know his energy. I know a lot of your guys' energy. And that's the scary part is once you get to see that energy, sometimes you don't even want to say some of the stuff that I get to see. Because I don't even want to. But everybody has no problem talking about my shit. But if I was to talk about all your guys' shit, oh, you want to air dirty laundry? When I play that song, even my neighbor upstairs knows. When that song comes on, oh, it's time to. Karen's in the mood. Karen is in a mood when dirty laundry comes on. And she cranks it, there's a problem. That is my telltale sign. When dirty laundry by the Eagles comes on, oh, something's going down. I'll tell you that now. Something is going down. Karen's in a mood. She's had enough. She's about to snap. And I do. I've learned to take my voice and use it and speak it and say what needs to be said. Because I'm not going to be silent no more. And for whoever thinks they're going to silence me, sorry. You have to go up against God then. and all his angels and all the people behind that. Because there's a lot of people that are now becoming very vocal and learning to open that throat chakra. And I will be the first one to cheer them on and say, use it, man. Use your fucking voice as loud as you can, scream, rant, rave, get it out. Because it's going to kill you if you don't. That's where you're going to get stress and cancer and everything. And my good friend told me that. You know, my soulmate told me that. You can't keep it in. You got to let it out. And I used to bottle it and bottle it and bottle it and bottle it, smash it down just like I was smashing grapes, making a bottle of wine. And then it would come back up. Oh, I didn't like it when it did. Oh, hell no. It came up 17 times worse than how it went down. And I didn't like it when it came back up. I didn't like who I became when it came back up. I didn't like the energy that I absorbed from these people or experiences and stuff that I decided that I had to own because it was me that I identified with. I had to take the experience and carry it with me all my life and be that victim. Until I turned it around many years ago, probably 6, 7 years ago, and I said, fuck this. You're going to come into my energy, into my personal space, then you better be ready for me to hit. Because I'll go swinging, and I won't stop. I'll be like a fucking steam train, fucking coming through, down the tracks at you. And I won't be fucking stopping. But I don't want to be that person either. So I check myself real quick. But I'll make damn sure you hear me. I'll make damn sure that you're going to know what I'm saying. And I'll make damn sure you understand what I am saying. Because if you don't, then I'll repeat it. Until you do. But I'll never lay a hand on you. If I have to defend my life, oh hell yeah, I'll come out swinging. I'll come out and I'll defend myself with whatever I need to defend myself with. I promise you that. And I will do that for anybody that has the audacity to go and charge on somebody else. I'll do the same thing for them too. Because now you guess what? Now you get to see God. God's coming. And hey, I'm getting the fuck out of the way and letting him come in now. I will get the fuck out of the way, and whatever happens, man, you guys it's all on you guys. And I wish you all the best. I hope you've made your peace. Because I know I've made mine. And where they have failed before, we're not failing this time. We are not going to fail. Failure is not an option now. So if you guys want to sit there in fear, well, then you better be fearing God, because God is about to wreak havoc here. I promise you that. But I'll also tell you something else. This can go either one or two ways. And it's up to you guys to decide. You have time to think. You have time to decide how you really want it to go down. Do you want to end up killing each other and committing the actual most ultimate carnal sin? Or do you want to have a peaceful planet where it's harmonious, loving, get along with everybody? Because when I get fucked with, I take it out on the people around me. I take it out on my neighbor, the people upstairs. And that's not cool. That's not cool. So the next person that wants to come in my energy, you're going to have something that's going to wake you up real quick. And I'll be sitting in my goddamn house the whole fucking time. Thank you, Spirit. I don't even leave my house and people find me or I find them. And they get me in their visions and they know who I am. I'll be like the goddamn worst nightmare if you so choose it to be that way. Or you can kind of step back a little further, and mind your damn business. Because if you end up going against anybody, any of the chosen that have been gifted, I guarantee you're going to have one hell of a fucking party on your head. I promise. And I'm speaking on energetic level. I would never come and harm you physically. But I tell you, they will come after you. They came after me. Those demons will come after you. They will try to overpower you. And they're only trying to right their wrongs, so they will do as they're told to do. Under God's direction. God sees that they need to be of assistance and they want to right their wrong and they want to rectify their wrong to be able to come up and rise up with the rest of us and be part of the world together, whoever it may be or whatever it may be, to rectify and become into the light, then we all need to forgive and allow that experience to be able to happen. And to assist, not hinder, assist. God is my witness. I ain't bullshit. Not a fucking word of this is bullshit to any of you. But I will tell you, don't be giving up on a person because they have a flaw. Because we're all flawed. We're fragments. We're not perfect. But that doesn't mean that the other person gets to get kicked down further because they're worse than you. Because I guarantee you, I was well up above, ahead of you guys. I already got the win before you guys even clued into who I was. I already got confirmation that I got the win. I already achieved it. And I was the first one across the line. But I sat there and I was like, no, I don't really want it. I don't want it. I didn't want nothing to do with it. I didn't want to be that person. I tried, I fought it. For the last 6-7 months, I refused to take the position. I refused. I literally kicked and screamed, no, I don't want nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with it. But if somebody doesn't do it, this is going to go up, down to hell in a handcart. And I don't think we want to go there, do we now, people? It's time to rise up and elevate, and let's get leveled up here because it's time to level up. We've done this for too fucking long. We've been through this cycle so many times over. How many times do you guys want to keep coming back doing this? Or do you want to be able to take it now for the lifetimes that you've lived and be able to hand it to the next person and say, hey, guess what? I'm going to give you a key pointers here. This is how you're going to get through it real quick and painless. Do it this way. This is how you're going to do it and don't have to go through all the bullshit. Wouldn't you like to have that a little bit better than having what you have now and all the experiences and all that bullshit that you had to go through? Could have saved a lot of time here, people. A lot of time. So anyways, back to the message from God. So basically it's saying he's willing to bestow it on everybody to be able to have the opportunity. You have to seek, you shall find it. And for whoever's listening to this at this time or happening to come across this, at the time you need it to happen, you'll come across this, you'll find it here. I'm not taking it down, I'm not leaving it anywhere, and I'll continue giving messages from a daily aspect today. From this day forward, I will commit myself every day at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 7 p.m. Eastern, wherever you may be in the world. I don't know. You'll have to figure it out because I'm not a genius right now. I'm not going to do all the calculations for everybody around the world. I will give a prophetic message as well, and I will give it directly. If you need a direct message from God for whatever you may be going through, your healing or your message or whatever you need to ask God, or you want to have a private session to ask God, you want to have a private, sit down with God, we can sit down and we can talk with God. not a problem. I have direct access, and I'm grateful for that. I refused. I kicked and screamed. I didn't want to do it. But I tell you, he kept fucking kicking my ass. Karen, you gotta do this. You gotta do it, man. You're doing it. And I'm like, I know I can. I know I can do anything that I want to do. I can achieve it. And yes, sometimes I backslide and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go have a cooler here and get just shit faced. I don't do it very often. Or I'm gonna smoke a joint, or I'm gonna, have a toot of, weed or whatever it may be. But I'm not going out foolishly and just totally ruining my life with it. I use my medicine wisely. I use common sense when I use it. I know my limits. I know where my boundaries lie. I know what my line is. I don't cross that line. So at the end of the day, I'm grateful that I'm alive today. And I'm grateful that I know that I'm waking up tomorrow. And I know that I'm going to be okay. God's reassured me on that. And every day it gets a little bit better, so that when you meet him, whether he actually comes physically here or energetically here, like he did already. And I said to him, I'll quit when I actually meet you. I already met him. I've met him numerous times, and he keeps sending me back. No, Karen, you can't go. You can't go. You are the biggest angel and the most love for humanity, and you can't let it fail. I said, I can't do it. I don't want to do it no more. Look at them. They've all abandoned me. Why should I care about them now? Because your name is Karen. Karen. You have to care. So I forgive. I come back. And I keep chalking it up. And that's why I'm here tonight, to tell you that I care. I didn't need people telling me that I needed to care. I knew I cared. But the more you push at something, the more you push at it and say, you need to care, you need to care. Fucking goddamn it, I do fucking care. Where the fuck have you seen that I've never cared? I fucking love, I care, I give everything into everything I fucking do. I give the most that anybody can give. Whole heart to people. And they'll take it and run with it. That song just popped into my head. Broken on the Floor. Who's that song by? I'm torn. I'm lying broken and naked on the floor. That song hits home for everybody that I've ever met. Unappreciative, ungrateful, and it's like, you think you're better than me now? Because what? You don't do this, you don't do that. Well, at least I'm not fake. I'm honest and I'm truthful, and I can get my life, and I do my life, and I do me. And I'll still stand beside the next person beside me and still help them. Even if I'm having the worst day ever, I will still turn around and help them if they ask. I've learned not to extend myself so much anymore. I don't go out of my way for people now because of that experiences I've had through my life. But I'm still there. If they needed anything, I would still be there for them. 110%. Regardless. So love, live, forgive. Or maybe the other way around. Forgive, love, and live. So I'm passing you each a baton now. Whoever gets to see this video, I'm passing you a baton. If you ever need to reach out and say, hey, I'm having a fucking bad day. How did you do it? How did you get through it? And there's more to be revealed. I'll tell you that. There's a lot more to be revealed. This is just the beginning of a long chapter. but it is now the new book. It's a new book. Enough of repeating these chapters, people. Come on now. How many times do we have to go through this? It's time to change this place into the most amazing place you've ever seen. And here, let me see if I can do this here. Oh, that was Ashley. Okay, it was Ash. Okay. Hi, Ashley. Sorry. I'm going to put this song on for you guys, and I'm going to close it out with this song. I don't know if I have it. Hang on. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know if I can do it here. Hang on. I don't know if I can do it on here. Let me see if I can do this. Let's see if I have it. I don't even know if I still have it. Let's see if I have it here. I might have it in my files here. I'm just gonna take a look here and see if I've got it. Actually, hang on. Let me see here. I'm gonna play it for you guys, and I'm gonna close it out with the song, and you guys can listen to it, and just sit back and just. It's by Nako, Medicine for the People. He's an awesome artist. We know whenever you need to do some healing, it's very good. It's uplifting, and it's helped me through a lot of this, you know. And he's got the most beautiful soul. He's a very good person, and he's authentic with the words that he speaks. And guaranteed you can relate to him. Guarantee you'll find that you can relate to him. But yeah, it's called Aloha. Aloha. I can't even say it. Aloha Keakua. And it's I played it on my other stream. I'll upload it later. I'll upload it. But computer. So, if you give me a copyright strike, YouTube, don't worry, I'll get permission from him directly. Not a problem. He's a good person. He's really, really genuine. And so all of these obvious prophets, they are changing your heart. Always pushing for the moment. Lose control, you just know. Hey, Leisha, how you doing? So I'll just play this for you guys, and then we'll see if I can get it to play in the background. Maybe I can get it to play here on the background here. Oh, I'm looking for that, so just give me a sec. I've seen faces gathering in the desert, not to find God or find just to be a part of the possibilities.
Now connected to John phone 6.
Yep. Where is he? Are we separate from reality? Maybe we've landed on the moon. Hope I don't have to leave in time soon. I like that when he does that. It's cool. He's a really good artist. We don't hear enough of our starseed energies, people. We don't see enough of them around here playing, being recognized, promoting them. So if you get a chance to listen to them, so there's the keys. These are the ones cards that just came out for us. So am I. So there you go. I know who this person is to me. I know who this person is to me. And it's an honor to be able to have him in my energy field, and I'm grateful for him. He's like a brother. It's like a connection that if you can get to know him on his energetic level and you connect with him, it's one connection that you'll never be able to say that you would regret having in your life. It's very positive and uplifting. So I'm gonna play his other song here. I'm gonna throw on this one. This one is a good one. So here you go. This is and I'll even sing it with him. How's that sound, you guys? I'll even sing it while we're doing. Uh, okay. So I'll play it in the background. I'm gonna shoot up here, so I'm gonna play it in the background. I'll sing it while we're singing it. Okay. So I love this song. I'll actually sing it. We'll sing it together. And then, so don't tell him. Shh, don't tell him I did this. She'd be like, what the fuck? Okay, here we go. Oh, hang on, wait, what happened there? Oh, okay. Hang on 1 second. 1 second. Let's do this again. Okay.
Now connected to iPhone 6.
Alright, so we're gonna turn this up and we're gonna go here. You would satisfy. Time days passes to the company from the moment you feel in a touch with the wind and all the times and what they have happened for the people that you left behind. Willing to pray and looking to believe it. This is the leader of the community. And coming to believe so on the body of the baby. Let me touch miracle. I am a miracle. I yeah. Da, da, da. Yeah, how's everybody doing now? Woo! That's how you get it done. Now this is the part that I can't do. In this song, I can't do this part yet. I can't do that part yet. Turkey. I can't do it yet. No, I have to wait. Like a speak to God. Gonna wake up the people that stand up and say we know what we are for and how we became so informed bodies of informed done such miracles. I am a miracle made up of particles and rooted existence. I can existence as I will have lived and I will have lived in. Ah, I will have And that's all there is, folks. That's how you get down and just feel, live, send your energy out, take it back, enjoy, spread it around. Have fun with it though. That's the one thing. You need to have fun. Have fun with it. When you get to the end of the road, you wish that you could turn around and go back again. You know, the funny thing is, you don't have to stop at the end of the road. Head backwards and do it all over again. But it doesn't mean you have to repeat it. Like, somebody knows. So there you go. Look at that. Whew. The last two cards, male, female, and high priestess and priest. Now you know who the fuck I am. See ya. Have a good night, folks.